Another night of CSC Challenger Series action, and this time it's the king seat. Leonard Gates takes on Rick Henze tonight, right here and now. William Stewart here alongside me, Mr. Sean Green. How's it going, man? You ready for this battle?
Buddy, I have been waiting for this battle for weeks. I King seat, man, of CSC Challenger Series Division 1. It does not get much better than this. Rick Henze playing out of the Rustic Saloon in Little Falls, Minnesota. Dead Man Darts. He shares the stream every single time. He's even already commented in this one. It's posted there at the top saying, good luck to whoever's playing tonight. Sorry I can't watch. It's because he's playing. That's the type of guy Rick Henze is, man. I'm telling you. His average for the CSC Challenger Series Division 1 is a 5.43. That's number 2, only behind the man he's playing, Leonard Gates. How about this stat, bud? You ready?
I'm ready. Give it to me.
All right, so previous matches for Rick Henze. He has wins over Eric Ludke, Bob Anderson, Kyle Liddicky, and Sugar Shane Johnson. We have called that the easier route. True or false?
Yes, we have. We have definitely called that the easier route.
Well, competitors average, combine all 4 of those guys' average, divided by 4, you get a 4.81 is their average together.
All right. All right.
You got Leonard Gates, who is averaging a 5.70. He's number 1 in NPR by quite a ways. But his previous matches, he has wins over Hunter Van Beek, Johnny Lackey, Scuba Steve Diker, and Jeremiah Millar. You want to guess that competitor's average?
I'm gonna have to guess it's gonna be a 4.950. What's our average?
No, I already told you it. It's a 4.81.
Oh my goodness, a 4.81. Well, I was trying to,
I
lean in
know.
a little
It's
bit like
great.
I didn't know, but hey, I mean that's
Exactly the same, man.
that's
Exactly the
crazy.
same.
Well,
Competitors' averages.
kudos to you for pulling that stat out and checking all those averages and putting that together. Definitely, when you hear that and when you look at the numbers, you're like, that's weird, but hey, that's how it is. So both these guys have had the same identical route, just different names to get here. But nonetheless, they're playing for the king seat. Winner will have a very big advantage when it comes to a possible $4,500 in their pocket. And second place, I mean, what was that? 2,250. I mean, that's not bad money either. So.
Yeah, they're guaranteed to get well over $1,000 in the CSC Challenger Series. They're playing on house money, so to speak. Might as well give it a ride, bud. If you've never watched the CSC Challenger Series before, let's go over the format and specific rules for it. It's a double elimination style tournament. This is the king seat match. So winner of this one will be in the finals. The loser goes to the third place match where they will take on the winner of Jeremiah Millar or Kenny Doyle. That's not going to be easy. But whoever it's going to be is going to be a tough test. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork 3-dart count up to start the match. Be careful because that cricket count up does count on the scoreboard for legs played and wins. So if you see that it is a differential that is different than our scoreboard up top, the scoreboard up top is the correct one. You are seeing the angle there of Mr. Leonard Gates playing out of Thursdays in right outside Houston, Texas. Gets himself a 93 there. But, man, race to 9 all cricket. Come down to this, the king seat. Who do you got? As Rick Henze gets the throw.
I gave you last night on the podcast. I said I got Rick Henze winning this one, and then I think Gates may come back and see him. But he's got a tough. Either way, both these guys got tough competitors behind them. As I don't think we've mentioned, Jeremiah Millar and Kenny Doyle are still in this bracket. They are averaging a 5.35 and a 5.31 respectively. Those are still really good averages in this one. I mean, all 4 of our competitors 5.31 or higher. So really good stuff here in this CSC Challenger Series when you're talking a race to 9, a long format. Rick Henze with the start, nice 7 mark there.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the overall stats between these two guys, you have Rick Henze has 46 9 marks, 91 7 marks, and 49 games played. Leonard Gates has 55 9 marks and only 86 7 marks and 48 games played. So one less game. They're about equal on 7 marks, I'd say, about a little bit behind for Rick on the 9-mark category. It's going to be consistency versus scoring power. Leonard Gates is going to have a lot of scoring power tonight. Rick Henze is going to keep a nice consistent pressure, which is going to be what it's going to take down Gates, I think.
I would agree on that. I just can't get over that stat that you pulled out for this guy's like tail of the tape here. Both 4.81s for the competitor's average. Now, granted, like we said, we thought the top of the bracket was definitely the harder route per se, as you've got some heavy hitters in there. I mean, Jeremiah Millar, and numerous others on that side of the bracket, but at the end of the road, 4.81 for each side. Crazy. Can't get over it, man.
Yeah, it was very impressive. Jeremiah is asking what he averaged against Leonard Gates. I think I can pull that up.
Yeah, let's see if we can or not. That was a little bit. Usually we only get the previous game instead of a
Which
couple
actually
games
was
down the
that
road.
one, so
Oh
for
yeah, it would be.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Let me look over here and see what we got. It doesn't give the average.
Well, if you are
Doesn't
curious, though, you can find out some of those stats that we're mentioning at dartstoc.com. Just check out the major tournaments and CSC tab is where you want to look at that one. 5-0, 5-2-0 in this one as Gates looks to kind of take a lead here by just a little bit. See if Henze possibly takes a run here at taking those 15s out. He will.
Yeah, there they go. Goes back in points, gets a little bit more of a point lead. You're going to see Soldier go right at the Bulls. He'll stay there for all three, I think. Yep, gets a hat trick, makes it look easy. There wasn't even a double bull in there.
Like it's easy. Like it's easy.
Speaking of easy, look at how easy going Rick's throw is. Even though we only get to see it in like that bottom corner screen, it's just so smooth, man. He takes out the first game, 1-0 Rick Henze. We saw Jeremiah start out 3-0 on Leonard Gates before Soldier got going. Do you see that happening a little bit here?
Potentially. I mean, potentially. Rick Henze is kind of. I think he's more of a guy that leans into when he's gets to the Aki first, when he has that start. But he knows what he has to do in this match, and he has to break through at least once or twice, I feel, to feel confident in this match. I mean, we all know the name and the respect that Gates has earned on the Aki because he takes so many of these cricket titles. He's a quality cricket player, but any of these four players are capable of winning this. Any of them.
I agree with that. Hands down, Millar is ready to get another look at Kenny Doyle. Kenny Doyle is ready to get another look at Jeremiah Millar. I'm sure both of them are ready to take on Leonard Gates, Rick Henze. They are ready for this battle, and it really is anyone's ball game at this point. Favorite's going to be Leonard Gates, but it's not by as much as it could be or would be if it was a less talented field.
These are defending champions, so be odd to X him out of this one.
Yeah, this is a rematch of last year's finals.
It is. It is, sir.
Well, guys, stop by A2ZDarts.com after the match to check out their brand month specials. It's all about shot darts during the month of September. Now until the 30th, you will find select shot player darts on sale like the Kyle Anderson, Ryan Murray, or Tori Kuish barrels. I said that wrong again, didn't I?
Buddy, at this point, I don't even know.
Fair enough. Today's stream will also be featuring the Devin Peterson full range during the commercial break. Shot's in-house design team collaborated closely with the African warrior himself to create a spectacular dart range with ingenious spear grips to keep him at the top of his game. You know who got a good look at Devin Peterson last week? Leonard Gates.
He did. 6-4 win for Leonard. He actually won me a little cash. Did I say that out loud? They had him at a plus 2.5 spread. So yeah, nice,
Easy money.
nice. Jeremiah Millar asking Chris what your top 4 was before the event started. That's hard
Ooh.
to pull back on, isn't it? It's
It
been
is.
so long.
I could probably be honest with you and give you some names here. As we get our first boom goes the dynamite from Rick Henze. But
I mean, these 4 definitely stood out. These 4
yeah,
that are in the finals definitely stood out. I would say that those were eye-popping names for sure.
it was these guys. Yeah, it was this 4.
Yeah, I would say so. When you kind of look down the list, you had a couple eye poppers, but like we said, this bracket was pretty distinctive. I thought and I still think the bottom half was where you really wanted to be. Let's be honest. But like I thought maybe Mike Carter would do significantly well and maybe meet Henze and give him a duel in that bottom side top 4. But Shane Johnson surprised me and got him. So I would say, honestly, the way it is how I would have counted it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd say Shane was a bit of a surprise for me to have the run that he did until I started to get to know him a lot better. As Soldier just closing the door here on Rick Henze in this leg. Yeah, I think it's pretty much chalk where it should be from where everything was set up as. I just think this is the top 4 guys probably at the beginning. Johnny Lackey up there, Kyle Liddicky has been doing great. Brian Dennis been doing great. Gary and Cole, those Florida guys. Here's a fun fact for you. The CSI, the invite's there. Can you name the state that has the most representatives in the CSI?
Ooh, that's tough. I would have to guess Wisconsin or Florida.
It is one of those 2.
I would guess Wisconsin.
It is Wisconsin by 1 person.
By 1 person. That's pretty close.
Yeah, I think that they have 8 representatives, and Florida and Texas, I believe, have 7.
Oh, unfortunate start there for Henze as he only starts off with 2. Gates looking to take advantage here.
The other interesting thing about the CSI with the Florida players is this Hurricane Ian affecting some travel for the Florida players. So we're going to see how that folds out at TOC, as I personally had to redo my travel, and I know a lot of other Florida players are currently doing the same.
Yeah, we definitely want to wish you well, Nick, as you're going to be scrambling to TOC and hopefully numerous others and everybody gets there. It's just one of those things, unfortunately, that we have to deal with. But we hope everybody is safe, whether they elect to go or just stay. I guess you can't say but some people there could be families coming and some choose to go, some choose to stay. That very well could happen.
There is a post on one of the local operator pages for Florida, and I guess they are getting a brigade of carpooling. So I'm more worried about everyone else on the road because Florida is notorious for having terrible drivers.
I have been there a few times. Yep. Not the best, not the most fun to drive through. The fast lane is the slow lane, and the slow lane's the fast lane in Florida.
Listen to this. Jeremiah Millar in the chat says, I would rather play Gates in the finals so I can double dip him and end the series 2-1. Ha, ha, ha. That's good. That's good.
Jay Fouché. Buddy, I know you want it.
Too.
I know you want it. I know. Will, they're trying to call you Mr. Skybox. I'm just telling you. It's a nickname that's starting to float around because you're the commentator's curse.
It apparently it is. I was going to give you 10.5, and apparently I needed 3. I needed 4, actually, on the old spread for the Chiefs this weekend.
Yeah, nice
I let you have
call.
it. I let you have it. There you go. Kudos to the Colts for beating my Chiefs.
Well, it was really kudos to Chris Jones for deciding to play for us there at the end.
No kidding. No kidding. Where are we at on the any update on the old poll here? Who we got winning?
Look at that. It's actually pretty close. Gates has a slight advantage. I can't read that thing from here.
I think
so
it's
Nick,
11-8.
up to it.
I think it's 11-8.
It's 13-8 Gates at 38% for Rick Henze, cheering him along here, which I will say, compared to the first time we seen him till now, he has a lot more supporters than he did the first time we talked about him, and I love to see that.
Yeah, guys, let us know who you have in this CSC Challenger Series King seat just by leaving a comment. Boom goes the dynamite there for Rick Henze to get back the point lead. Wow, big darts there. Trip 16, trip 16, trip 15, or trip 17 to close him out. And now Gates finds himself reeling back against the ropes. Only a 3 mark. Not happy about it. No,
sorry to interrupt you, buddy. That was just a prime transition there.
I'll tell you guys what you're entered into after this leg. This is interesting. Boom, big close there from Rick Henze. Wow. Wow, what a dart. All Soldier can do is fill it up and see what happens. Look to see if he got at least one in the double bowl. Did not.
Jeremiah asking, do they threaten the record tonight? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say they're going to be in the 20 range.
Yeah.
5 or 2.
We usually get a pretty good feel about how high and heavy the 9 marks are going to be early in the match. Like, you know, they'll come out with 2 in the first leg, 3 in the first leg, and it kind of gets the ball rolling. And that mid legs is kind of where the dip down happens. So if they're not starting out too quickly in the 9 mark category, like tonight, I just don't see the record being broken.
7 mark opener for Gates. And here's a question I've always had. I mean, I've always thought the transition from steel to soft and doing it back to back to back and doing that can be tough. Gates, I don't think has ever had an issue with it, but it always is there's a question in my mind that's like, man, from practicing steel tip to play on the PDC stage to now coming back to soft tip, is there going to be an issue with that? And it's just always something I in the back of my mind I question. But you know, in the end, it's like Gates does this every day, man. He probably plays steel tip, and then the next hour he plays soft tip.
It's crazy. Honestly, it's one thing to be really good at both. It's another thing to be like the top in the U.S. in both, right? Like Leonard Gates right now is at the top of his game. He's going over to Europe and to Amsterdam, winning matches against PDC pros. Coming back over here, CSC Challenger Series, beating the likes of Jeremiah Millar, who pushed him the entire way in that match. Still ends up victorious 9-7. It's impressive, man. Excuse me.
I think there's a great comment in chat here. Lisa Tyler saying he played a great at the Phoenix Cup this weekend. When I was scheduling his interview with him today, I couldn't do it till only a few hours ago because he was still flying back from Vegas. Travel fatigue is definitely a very real thing here.
Apparently not. He never seems phased. He'll never use that as an excuse. It's kind of crazy. And look at that. Big 7 mark.
You kind of almost think, playing minor league baseball, you live out of a hotel. I mean, you got to live on the road pretty much. Most of the year you're on the road. So maybe Gates is just that kind of guy that's used to being just a trout guy. Seems like it. Big triple there.
He made that look way too easy. A 6.00 in that leg. Rick Henze's going to kick himself. He had 1 or 2 throws there where he threw a 2 mark or a 3 mark, and that was the difference in that leg. 2-2 scoreline, bud. Going back and forth.
Well, we had a lot of 9-8s in the chat. I was seeing them pop up. Maybe these people in the chat are right. Maybe we're going to see another deciding leg here on the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
Rick Henze starting off with another 7 mark. And guys, just by leaving a comment in our chat, hitting that like button tonight, you're automatically entered into tonight's live stream giveaway from A2ZDarts.com. A2Z Darts is giving away a $25 gift certificate to their website tonight. It can be used on any product seen on the website and combined with any special. Use it towards a $45 purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. $25 gift certificate to whatever you want, bud.
Straight
I,
cash.
want, I wanted to mention this. I think that's how you say Kaylor Owens. This man don't get tired. This is full-time job. Well, buddy, I'm just going to let you know. I have seen numerous Gates naps, just like the, infamous Porky. So, yeah, he does take naps. I think we got one in the nice little 9 mark there as we were chatting.
Yeah, that's a big 9 mark, and Rick Henze's going to come back with another one. Back-to-back 9s. Boom goes the dynamite. We are up to 4 for the evening. 7.33 for Rick, and look at this. Oh, it's eating up, buddy. Oh, he really wanted to make it 3 in a row. You can almost see how much that meant to him just missing that dart. And look at this, Rick. Oh, gets a 7 of his own. That's what these two guys can do, is they play a marathon type race, but every once in a while they sprint. And this is a sprint portion of their race right now. Boom goes the dynamite. Leonard Gates, the 3rd in the leg. And he takes a 2-point lead.
Heard we were talking trash on the 9 mark counter this evening. Maybe they're just like going to turn on the switch here and kick it in gear.
They are jumping up into this. Leonard goes double bull first dart, of course. 4 marks the bulls. A 7.0 to a 6.40 in this leg, bud. That's what we're seeing in the king seed of Division 1 now of the CSC Challenger Series. 6.71 beats a 6.40 just lost that leg.
Wow. What a leg of darts there between these two guys.
I've never thrown a 6.4 in my life. And it lost that leg.
Isn't it insane? But that's the kind of stuff you're going to see here in the king seat match. And we have not seen a break of throw yet, as we are now in our 6th leg.
And wow, a 2 mark open for Leonard. Rick, a chance to pounce early. These are the opportunities he has to take advantage of. He cannot miss out on those. And that one scared me, but gets to triple 20. Woo!
I would 100% agree with you. He cannot let these opportunities slip. He has to take advantage. And right now, what I would do is I would go attack these 18s, try to hit 6, and then take a stab at the 19s. There's the first. Oh, he goes for the 19s right afterwards. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Give it everything you got. Everything you got.
Everything.
He went at the 17s there on dart number 3, which is an interesting move as well. He is feeling it right now, is Rick Henze.
Well, and that's the right strategy to go for a close when you're ahead, when you're playing against a brick wall. I mean, you have to end the games quick because averages will reign true, and there is a notable gap between their averages. But that being said, closing, being aggressive, that's what's going to win him legs.
Point.
I would have been more prone to point there with the last dart instead of going with those 17s, but he does really good in that last one, going 18s, taking a shot, and then going right back up. A nice little 7 mark for Henze, and now he can take just 2 fat darts at the 17 and get rid of those bad boys if he chooses.
Well, there they go. Back up to 18s. Yep. I mean, textbook darts right there from Rick Henze. It's weird not seeing him wearing a hat.
Jeremiah Millar saying, I think you guys have it all wrong. Well, I guess we're not near the player you are, sir, and that's why we're not playing the CSC Challenger Series. Instead, we're sitting on the mic, chatting about it, hoping we're right. So, that's just what we do.
I just think that Rick just keeps pointing. I don't think he does a shortened game. I'm just saying. I don't play a shortened game here. I just try to... I said this already. I said this last time Gates played on stream against Millar. I like the idea of just consistently doing what you always do. Right here, if you're Rick Henze, if you're playing against someone in your local area, you're going bulls here. You're not trying to extend anything. Get rid of it. Let's move on. And there it is. Rick Henze breaks the throw. Takes a 4-2 lead.
There's that first break I was talking about. Rick Henze, I think he needs to get a couple of those in order to feel comfortable. And Jeremiah says both players can score for long periods of time. When you are second, you have to close when scoring is tight. Kudos. I think
There you go.
in those situations myself, I just thought a distinct advantage to kind of point and take a thorough lead. But
The only thing that I understand Jeremiah's perspective of like going first versus going second, but I just feel like in different parts of the leg, control changes.
I do too. I think that that's where I was kind of at in that leg too. I thought Henze had a little bit firmer grasp in that situation, but hey, each their own. And Sugar, you can guarantee it, buddy. 2 for 2, best ball. I'm in.
I'm in.
Well, following up here, 5-5, 4-0 as Gates got a 160-19 lead here.
Rick tries to bring back the points, just reel him in a little bit. This is already leg number 7. That is how quick these Division I matches end up going, buddy. It's like you blink and they're over. And these guys are throwing heavy scoring, heavy firepower at this board through the entire match. Shout out to the disco ball there at Thirsties.
It's rolling tonight, man. It's rolling.
I wonder what type of music they have on there for Leonard. What do you think?
Oh, he's jamming. He's a Commodores fan. I know that for a fact. As he's too hot to trot on his entrance to all his PDC events.
Rick Henze, a big 7 mark there, regains the point lead. But with 2 wedges to the 1, look at that. He's going to go point, and he goes, boom goes the dynamite. Closes on dart number 3, 6th of the match between these two players. And now Rick is resigned to 16s and 15s. James Weingart says, man, I got a lot of work to do. Buddy, I'm telling you right now, our job isn't easy, but it's easier than getting this good at darts. Boom goes the dynamite back-to-back for Leonard Gates. And he's got back-to-back on 3 different wedges on the triples. And how about 3 in the black from Rick Henze? Just knocking on the door, letting everyone know, hey, I can still throw perfect darts too. But, man, a 6.45. We're not worthy of this, man. We're not worthy to be calling this match.
We're not worthy.
We suck. We're scum.
This is great
Nick,
stuff.
that's from the movie Wayne's World. Hey, let's go to a break.
Hey, that's crazy to say. It's been so quick. We've only been at it for 30 minutes. I didn't even realize that we were at break time. As Jeremiah Millar says, I'll be curious to see who comes out of the break stronger. Man, we got to get that guy on for some commentary here. I don't know if it'd be necessarily right to bring him on in the middle of when he's kind of in the top 4, but we'll get it on sometime. We'll bring him on. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how this one ends. Rick Henze going to the break 4-3 ahead. Come back and see who wins this one in an exciting affair. William Stewart alongside Sean Green. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere, guys.
Hello, my name is Leonard Gates. I'm playing out of Thirsties bar here in Pinehurst, Texas. The operator is Roddy Rodriguez. That might not be his last name, but his name is Roddy.
Well, Leonard Gates, welcome back once again to the CSC Challenger Series Division 1. Last time we saw you, you took on the beast, Jeremiah Millar, and while you did come out on top, he let his fangs out and was the first one to get more than 6 legs off of you. How was that match for you?
It was a very good match. Yeah, he started off hot. Me, not so much, but that's one of the better matches that I've had so far.
It was. I mean, it was a thriller through and through. I mean, we were watching in almost disbelief as he really did jump the gun, and then all of a sudden was 7-7 out of nowhere. You guys have one of those legs where you guys were both averaging 7-0s over 10 rounds in. What does it feel like when someone's doing everything they can to try to stop you?
The feeling is that it makes me push harder to not let that happen, and just to stay focused, stay consistent, and just watching every move that they do on the board, and putting the best together to come out on top against something like that.
Exactly. Well said. And now looking at tonight, you got Rick Henze, the person that played you in the finals last season. He ended up he got 6 legs off you last time, and he is about 0.3 average distance away. Are you excited to be playing him again?
Oh, yeah. When you playing a good opponent like Rick Henze or Jeremiah Millar, like for the second time, you tell yourself to step your game up, and possibly put in more than you did the first time you played him.
Is there anything that you want to say to the people watching along tonight?
Hey, tune in to see another great match. Let's top the live feed off. Let's get in there for another Monday night finale. This is the King seat, of course, and see who comes out on top, Rick Henze or Leonard Gates.
Exactly. And last time you were here, there was over 1,400 people, a new record for the CSC watching along.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to get smashed once again, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
This is Leonard Gates, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series. Let's go, Texas.
I'm Rick Henze. I'm shooting out of the Rustic, and I play for Midwest Coin.
Well, Rick Henze, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series Division 1. It has been a while since you and I have had a chat. In fact, it's been about 4 months, give or take, but we are excited to have you back here once again facing Leonard Gates. How have you been?
I've been doing really good.
Well, we have been seeing you tear it up this year. Last time we saw you, you were playing Kenny Doyle in the 3rd place match to get all the way back to the finals. This time you're fighting for the king seats in Division 1. Looking at your run so far, I mean, you had a couple of good ones against Liddicky, Bob Anderson, and a few others. But really, you're the 2nd highest average in the CSC. What's been going well for you? What's been going different since last season?
Well, honestly, I have my own barrel now, and I think it helps my consistency just a little bit to keep my grip in the same spot every time, and that's all I can think of.
Your name's starting to get out there, and I would say you're one of the biggest threats, if not the threats, against Leonard Gates. What's your mindset into approaching tonight's match?
Really, as I've been trying not to think about it all day. I know what I got to do when I get there, and if the darts fly the way they're supposed to, hopefully I win.
Well, I mean, you made a good run at it last time. I mean, you took 6 legs off Soldier, and a lot of people after that said, we're looking out for this guy. And I feel like you even almost put like a target on your back now, because, I mean, if they didn't know you, they know who you are now. With the prize pool being at $4,500 for first place, what would you use the money for?
My wife already told me I have to give it to her because she's going to Vegas.
Well, money well spent. Happy wife, happy life, and it keeps the darts going straight. Rick, is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
I appreciate all the support. You guys are always being there, watching, supporting. Just wishing me well luck all day today. I can't ask for a better group of friends to be around and help me support the game I love to play. So.
Well, we are excited to see it. Gates has plenty of support, but I can guarantee you there's a lot of people cheering for you to win tonight, and we're excited to see you toe up at the Aki this evening for our CSC Challenger Series Division 1. We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Rick Henze. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Two players. That's only one per leg, a little less than their average, but we've seen already spells of nines running through this place.
See how hot they come out, and this one is Leonard Gates is on fire right now. Throwing a 9 and then a 7 mark.
An 8 mark total as Rick Henze going trip 20s. Doesn't get the point lead, so Gates a little bit of an opportunity here early. Hey, Will, do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series?
You know it.
Well, players become eligible in those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Boom goes the dynamite. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. Boom goes the dynamite. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact us on our website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. Come on now, guys. Not right now. Boom goes the dynamite, back to back to back. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Go ahead, Rick. I'll wait for you. Ah, all right, good. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. Players are getting so rude with their interrupting of my speech.
I was going to say, you want some 9 marks, just start rattling off that information and guarantee you're going to get some in return. That was quite the show there as we get 3 right in the middle of our TOC info.
Yeah,
Big
look
triple.
at Leonard Gates just casually throwing a 7.8 right now.
No big deal. We've already seen some impressive numbers, a 6.45, a 6.0, and a 5.31 so far from Gates. I did miss one for Henze, but so far a 5.42, a 6.71, and a 5.33 from him. So good stuff.
Yeah, the 6.71 victory was against a 6.4. My goodness. Can you turn the volume off at bar?
There's a little bar sound underneath it, I guess.
Wow.
We can't hear that side effects, but it's a nice little touch. Nice little touch of background music. Or some chatter, per se.
Boom goes the Leonard Gates. That's his 4th of the leg. Well, 3rd of the leg. 4th overall between the two players. And Rick Henze doesn't want to be left out of this mess. Boom goes the dynamite right back. Well, they have 5 in this leg.
Well, granted, that last one was technically an 8 from Gates, but I mean, it should have been. Let's be honest. Those feel like 9s, don't they?
Well, look at this. My goodness. It's like he tried to get that one on purpose. He's throwing a 7.63 to a 6.25. The 6.25 from Rick Henze isn't even touching this leg.
And it was on the 20s, 18s, and 15s for Henze.
And it was with the throw. He had the throw in the leg.
This is a big, big break for Leonard Gates as he's gonna
7.11.
gets that throw back.
Well, that's how you come out of the break. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Millar did ask. He's like, how do these guys come out after the break? Well, Gates is going to come out doing Gates things. A 7+ in that one. 7.11 to be exact. Henze's got to return the favor.
Jeremiah goes, one was an 8 mark. Settle down. Well, fair enough. You know what I'm saying. Actually, he probably doesn't want to make sure that one counts. He doesn't want to see his record broken.
Said, no, sir. We've got to keep this one until I step to the stage again.
For those of you who don't play darts is not this easy, as that's an 8 mark there for Rick Henze. Let me be the first to tell you, darts are not this easy. I couldn't walk up there and place the darts on the board easier than these guys are throwing them in there.
They sure make it look easy, don't they? It's almost frustrating just to see all this stuff go in and be like, why can't I do that?
It's not frustrating to me. Anyone who's a player in their chat, I'm sure is frustrated. That's not what I consider myself anymore, thankfully. It feels good to be this not so good at darts. I got to be honest with you, bud. You, on the other hand, you're like, maybe I can still play.
You think that, and then you see this performance, and you're like, well, I'd be a 2-round and out kind of fella in this bracket.
Look at
up
this.
Top. Now back low. Gosh, man.
Boom goes the dynamite Leonard Gates. My goodness. They have 6 9 marks out of the break. This is the second leg.
Going into this one, Henze had 6 white horses.
And Rick closes them
4.
both. Rick answers the challenge and closes them both. My goodness. I'm so excited to see this in person next week.
Oh,
or later this week.
You're telling me, buddy. You are telling me. I'm excited for TOC. Henze with the win. 5-6-7 there as he makes it 5-4.
I'm telling you, we're not worthy, buddy. We are not worthy of this. 5-4 lead for Rick Henze. Gates going first. Against Millar, Gates did not get his first lead until it was 8-7 in that match. Won at 9-7. So maybe he's right where he wants to be. He wants a slingshot on the last lap for the victory. Maybe do a little shake and bake action.
Shake and bake action, huh?
Talladega Nights.
There we go. Good job, Nick, to share the 1 of 100. He's got it right.
Coy Hansen asking, why doesn't these guys have button pushers? That's a good question. Jeremiah says, I don't like Leonard's white horse choice. It did not pay off for him. So I agree that I did not like it at all.
That it did not pay off as Henze took the lead to make it 5-4.
Well, Daniel, I thought you'd never ask. Daniel asking, so the dartboard says 6-5 Henze. It says 6-4 actually. But it is 5-4 Rick Henze with the lead as we get a boom goes to dynamite there. The scoreboard counts the cricket or the count up to start the match as an actual match. So that's why it has the differential there. It is really 5-4, Rick Henze. Our scoreboard at the top is correct at all times, thanks to Nick Teixeira. And not us. Boom goes the dynamite for Rick Henze right back. 15. They might break this record.
I'm saying, don't act like we won't have to say that again. It's a common question that we get here, so not too big of a deal to answer that one. But how about this? 850 plus on all our platforms. We haven't said that this evening. I wanted to make sure we mention that. Thanks for tuning in, folks, to USA Darts and partners promoting darts coverage of the CSC Challenger Series.
Wow, I don't know if Jeremiah is going to like the move from Rick Henze there, but doesn't get it accomplished. Soldier's going to go right at those 18s. Does he go down in the 17s?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to take his chance. You know him. He's going to take those opportunities to kind of close the door as much as he can.
And that's that going first power that we're noticing. I mean, Henze's throwing is 7-0 to Gates 6-5 and is losing the leg right now, or at least keeping it neck and neck. And that's just the thing about holding your throw. It's hard to break, especially when you're going against a brick wall.
Yeah. We're not going to see too many 7.0s lose legs. But it's definitely possible here. Oh, maybe not anymore, though. The door is open. Rick's just got to walk right through.
Triple here. He's going to take a chance. He's closing it.
He says, don't mind if I do. 8 mark for Rick Henze. You giving him an inch, he's going to take a mile, it seems like.
You can tell these guys are playing in the rhythm that they like, too. I think that's another added addition to this. Rick is a quick player. Gates doesn't mind playing it quick as well. And right when that screen lights up for them to go, that's when Henze is lifting that arm up and throwing his first dart. Same with Gates. You watch it here. That screen will go away. Gates steps in, ready to go, and throw.
So Rick Henze is the one major big-time player that we have not yet seen this season on the CSC Challenger Series. Defending runner-up from last year, right? I'm going to say it. He's better than he was 4 months ago.
Henze's the past year and a half or two, I think Henze's been just getting better and better and better. He was already a good player before COVID, but I think he's just kind of increased his value. As I know he's been doing a lot of grand board at home.
Jason Alber's in the chat saying hi. Well, howdy, sir. Good to see you, buddy.
Henze with an opportunity to make this 6-4 here.
And he gets it done. He threw a 6.43, was above a 7 through the majority of that leg in order to do it. But yeah, you see him without the hat. Maybe it suits his game to play without a hat. Who would have thought?
I think if you're constantly wearing a hat, it's not a bad idea if you've got an event coming up where you know you can't wear a hat, practice with that situation because it is different. Whether you like it or not, every little differential in your game can be something that's on your mind, and you just want to have a clear mind when you're at the things. Then again, maybe he's not even thinking that. Maybe he's just like, I just chose not to wear a hat.
Yeah, Jesse Gilbertson saying, I shot a league with Rick, and yeah, he was the guy to shoot for, but he is like 5 times better now than he was, and that's scary.
Scary indeed. Once again, folks, for those just tuning in, this is our Division I King Seat match between Leonard Gates and Rick Henze. The two remaining competitors in this one are on the other side of the bracket are Jeremiah Millar and Kenny Doyle, who will face off next. Well, not next week, but probably the week after or following maybe. We'll see what happens with TOC and everything else because I know that Wednesday stream is in detriment because of the hurricane. That's for sure. I wanted to mention that one.
Yeah, shout out to everyone in Florida who's traveling up. Hopefully you guys get there safe and sound to TOC. We want to make sure we see everyone from the Florida region, from that area that's affected. And hopefully while you guys are gone, everything is okay. And there's no real damage or anything like that. Being from Indiana, we have tornadoes we have to worry about. But those things are few and far between and don't take up a wide space, typically.
Yeah, and
I can only imagine.
just to get back on that point as well, as Will said, we will not have a stream on Wednesday. We did have to cancel that just because the hurricane will be making landfall around that time, and can't do it if I'm underwater, unfortunately.
Well,
There's a
blows goes the hurricane. 16 9 marks between those two. Is it too soon? Too soon for that? I'm sorry.
I guess so, buddy. That was I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I like that one personally.
Maybe that should be on the Florida one.
And both these guys are playing really, really well this evening. I mean, our NPRs for our winning legs have really just they're there tonight. This has lived up to our King Seat match.
Well, boom goes the dynamite there for Leonard Gates. Takes it back. Guys, 6.2 to a 6.67. That's what we're watching here on the CSC Challenger Series. And Rick Henze goes back-to-back on it. We're at 18. 18. We were at 7? 7 going into the break, which was after leg 7. So in 3 legs, they've thrown whatever the math is on that.
Jason letting us know up in North Dakota they have blizzards, -50 wind chills, and that's still swimming weather.
Yeah, that's short weather for you, Jason.
That's shorts and flip-flops weather for him.
Jeremiah says, too many 9s now.
But I don't like it at all. Bring those 9s down.
Yeah, and let's talk about this. The class of these players, and we've seen it from the top level guys, they get better as the match goes on. They don't get tired. They don't wear out. They get better. The more pressure that's on them, the better they get. It's really honestly crazy.
I think Mike Maloney said it best a little while ago when he said this format caters to some of these guys as they're able to get out of those humps or get out of that off start and really kickstart in those later legs. And a race to 9 format is just a doozy, man, and it really lives up to the capabilities of these players.
Yeah, the record is 34 9 marks, correct?
Yeah.
34. And what's funny, Eric Larson came in, he goes, I'm late, but the real question is, did I miss it? Yes, you did, Eric. And I was interrupted by the players 3 different times throughout it with 9 marks. So you can see how frustrating that was for me, and I'm never doing it again. But guys, A to Z Darts is sponsoring a live stream giveaway tonight. They're giving away a $25 gift certificate to their website to one lucky winner. It can be used on any product seen on the website and combined with any special. Use it towards a $45 purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. All you got to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button. Let us know if you're going to be at TOC this weekend. What day are you getting in? And if you're going to make your way over to say hi, I hope you all do. Even if you make mean memes about me in the background. I love it.
With a subtle advantage here as he goes down to the trip. Over to the 15s. Yes, got him. 7 mark there for him.
They're in round 12, and they're over 1,000 points, throwing a 5.75 and a 5.91. Gross.
Disgusting. He's for the 1, 2, 3, and the leg win to make this 6-5.
Look at that. He does make it 6.5, throwing a 5.76 to do so, which is, pretty much his average.
Well, last time we saw Rick Henze play Leonard Gates, he took 6 legs off him. And right now we're at an advantage where there's a good chance that Henze's going to get a few more here. This is shaping up to be one of the most intense matches we have ever covered.
Yeah, guys, you're going to want to just throw your chairs in the garbage because the next 5 legs you're going to want to stand for. Just pace back and forth. We know how you are. That's how we're going to be. Let's do this.
Brian asking in the chat, does Gates still need a break? Yeah, he does. He's got a break, twice, actually, because Well, no, essentially that last leg decider could be your break, as he could actually get the start because that is a cork in that last leg decider. So he does need to break once at least.
Drew 24-30. What bar is Soldier playing at? He's playing at Thirsties, just inside Houston. As we get a boom goes the dynamite from Leonard Gates, the 19th. Jacob Worthley sending us 500 stars. Jake's been with us since night 1, season 1. We've appreciated him ever since.
Yeah, helpless plug here. I wanted to just mention this, or shameless plug, I should say. USA Darts is now on the For the Fans network. We just started that coverage, as we're going to be broadcasting and replaying all of our tournaments on that platform. So check that out on the Roku channel and other numerous platforms as For the Fans network, or For the Fans Sports. FTF Sports is what it's called. So check that out.
My day job is currently working at a restaurant when I'm not doing dart stuff, and we have it on the TVs there. It's on Samsung TV Plus as well. So we've been rocking on the TVs, getting new people into darts, and every time it's on, people are watching that instead of whatever the Colts were doing.
There we go. There we go.
Winning.
Love it. Love it. Jeremiah letting us know he's happy with this match as well. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm happy with the top 4 matches. I think your match next week is going to be a doozy. I think that could go either way. I know Doyle's looking for some revenge after a nice WCW style interview, I guess.
And let's just do that one live from TOC.
Hey, we could very well do that. I know Millar might be in.
Let's just do that. It'll be great.
5 mark there for Henze. Get camera work there from Nick as he takes a quick look at Leonard's perspective. Going for the 18s, and he slaps his hands because you know he's still down in points. Was looking for that triple there.
Yep, and now with the 17s, there goes the 18s. Back down to the 17s. Rick Henze extends it just a little bit, but this is anyone's ball game here from this point.
Did you see Millar's comment? It's not Christmas yet, Santa.
Oh, I love it. I'm telling you. Well, I know that Jeremiah saw Kenny's comment there about wanting the rematch with him, so this might be a little needling back and forth we get at TOC.
I'm half tempted to get both those players to do their interviews on the same call at the same time. At this point, do it like a MMA matchup.
AKA not giving any gifts.
I think Jeremiah Millar will give us a little Ric Flair action possibility there. So I'm in for it. I think those guys would be too.
Yeah, at least I don't go woo every time there's a 9 mark. That'd be worse, right? No? Dang it. All right, we'll think of something else. What a big round there from Rick Henze. A 7 mark, but a 6.13 against the throw. Jeremy Byrne called this one the comeback leg for Leonard Gates to tie it back up. Boom goes the dynamite from him. 20 on the evening between these two players. We have reached the 20 mark. 6-5, maybe 6-6 here in just a second, bud.
Gates looking to take advantage here. Big darts. Big darts. And 9 mark there. Number 21 for the evening.
I see a couple people asking in chat about missing some comments. We are not live on Partners Promoting Darts, USA Darts for Facebook, and Darts TOC and USA Darts on YouTube. So 4 different platforms. We're reading all the comments, but there is a lot of different platforms with a lot of different people tuning in. So thank you, everybody, for your support.
Almost at 1,000 already.
Look at that. 6.56 from Leonard Gates to break the throw and tie it up. We got a tie ball game. They're playing just a little race to 3 action, bud. Best of 5. Who wins it?
This one's tough. I don't think... definitely Henze didn't want to give that leg away. That's for sure, but...
Is it fair to say give it away, or did Gate just take it? I mean,
yeah.
that's a hard way to put that.
Yep. That's tough. I mean, Mike Maloney saying Rick can't let that leg go. Great play to Gates, but damn, I mean, that's exactly what it is. I was like, Rick's gonna let that eat at him possibly, but we'll see how he kind of reacts and comes back in this one.
See, Jesse Gilbertson says Leonard didn't expect to throw this many games. That's why he needs to put more money in.
Was that what it is? I was wondering what we were seeing there. A little hesitation or break there, as he thought this thing would have been over by now, I guess.
L. David Irete in our chat here on YouTube.
Hey.
I'm taking away the night. Appreciate that, sir.
Good to see him in the chat.
Just an Emmy award-winning Emmy producer, director. That's no big deal.
No big deal at all. Looking forward to your guys' CDC Continental Cup coming up October 22nd.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. I'm telling you, I can't wait. The list just got posted from Championship Darts Corporation of the 16 that have RSVP'd. That list can still change up until the 15th of October, but Danny Baggish and Matt Campbell both had PDC things they had to do, so they could not make the Continental Cup. So that opened up the door for Doug Boehm and Ross Snook, a.k.a. the best shoes in darts, able to get into the field.
I love Snook. Snook's lost a little weight, looking good. I'm glad he'll get a chance at it. He may surprise a few people. He's going to come in strong in that one. 7 mark there for Gates.
Look at these averages, man. A 6.33 to a 7.33. This is where Gates just hits another gear. The question is, can Rick hold it off? The 3 mark's not going to help that.
Appreciate everybody in the chat letting them know about that diddle on the first leg.
There he goes up, and there it goes. Gets rid of it. 7 marks again. 9 marks for show, 7 marks for dough, buddy.
Is he attacking the 16s here? He takes a look at the 17s and gets it. 9 mark there for Rick Henze.
And 9 marks for dough. Never mind. Regains the lead. Albeit a small one. But now Gates has to stay there on the 15s.
Josh asking, can anyone tell what Gates is using for a flight shaft combination? I'm pretty sure they're a set of slim L-style shafts with L1 flights.
Yeah, and he is sponsored by Dynasty Barrels, correct?
Yes.
So those are our soldiers. Dynasty Barrel Signature Series darts. Tried to get rid of the 16s there. Does not get it done. Rick Henze goes right at the bulls.
Yeah. He's going to try to get rid of him early and make this 7-6, and he does.
6.15. He's at 7 legs. That's the most we've seen against Leonard Gates. But last time we saw this 7-6 scoreline, Leonard Gates rattled off 3 wins in a row.
Was Millar 9-6 or was it 9-7?
9-7. The 7-7 leg was the one where they were both averaging 7-0s for about 15 rounds.
Okay. Scott, I do not know if we'll be at that Sharks warm-up blind draw on Friday night yet.
White horse from Leonard Gates to start off, and he is not worried one lick. Do you see that?
That little shuffle he did, that little shimmy.
Rick Henze might shimmy to the line here too. 7 mark follows. Oh boy. 7-6. Rick Henze over Leonard Gates. Race to 9. All cricket. Oh, Gates trying to stay. I mean, that's about as close to perfect as you get, bub.
When Gates is dancing, it's always a scary thing to see because you know he's feeling himself, you know he's feeling good, and he's down in this match, and he's doing that. So it's like,
who dances at this point? You know, like who dances when they know they need 7s, And they're just like, yeah, this is my perfect element. This is exactly where I like to live. Let's just do this. Rick Henze's going to have to hit a lot of 15s.
Seven mark is nice, but is it enough?
No.
Yeah, Gates is down by 48 right now, and it's about to be up by a little bit.
Yeah, the soldier shimmy is that dangerous move combination, I think.
I like the Gates gritty dance move, Jason Gilbertson said.
I like it. Look at that. Boom goes the dynamite there for Rick Henze. He's not out of this leg yet. They're both throwing 6.5s.
Hard to pinpoint where this average is going to be this evening, but man, you got to think these guys are going to be 5'6", 5'7", easy.
This is where I am curious what happens here. All right, by 19s or 16s. Oh my gosh, he did it. He 8 marks it. 6.8. It gives Leonard Gates just 16s to point on, and he's going to stay there all day. The question is, how many bowls is it going to be? A lot.
7 bowl difference here for Rick Henze.
Yeah, Gates will get at least 3 darts at the bull. No, he didn't go 16s.
He did it. He said, I'm going to stay right here, and that could be a tricky business. We'll see.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's got this. He's got this in the bag.
Guys, listen, a 6.33 just lost that leg.
6-0, 7-7 scoreline here. Henze with the start in our next leg.
Jeremiah says let's start 16 was the shot. Yeah, I agree with that. But tomato, because it don't matter. Tomorrow. I don't know what I was going there. Sometimes I'll start a sentence. I don't even know where I'm going. I just hope I find it along the way. Hey, 7-7 scoreline, buddy. And not the right time to start off with a 3 mark for Rick Henze.
No, it is not, because this guy can come up and clink a 6 or 9 and have a substantial lead here. So see what he can come up with.
This is just a little CSI preview here. Race to 3. Or race to 2. Your best 2 out of 3. The same format as the CSI is going to be. And look at that answer. Boom goes the Minnesotan. 26-9 marks. And Leonard's going to add to it. Oh, he 7 marks it. Oh, boy.
This is huge. I mean, whoever wins this guarantees that they can at least go to a tiebreaker. This is the leg to win.
Wow, Henze is hitting that last start. That last start is counting huge for him right now. And Rick Henze might...
Opportunity.
I mean, it's a huge opportunity.
He goes 16? Right to the points.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. He took one look, said, "Oh no, he went trip 4 with that first start." Is that correct? Is that what I saw there?
Yeah, he went right at the points first.
So he just stayed there that whole time. I don't mind it at all. 99-point advantage for Rick here.
Yeah, I don't like the close there from Gates because of something like that happening. It kind of just closes the door on Soldier in this leg. It's about to be 8-7, buddy. Rick Henze. And to call this an upset would be an understatement if it were to happen. Rick Henze needs 2 bowls to take it to an 8-7 lead. He will be 1 leg away from beating Soldier. Leonard Gates, he throws a 6.38 in that one. Here we go.
Well, folks, don't forget it's brand month over at A to Z Darts. They are featuring Shot all month long, and you can take advantage of select Shot player darts by being on sale until September 30th, featuring the pro player lines of Kyle Anderson, Ryan Murray, and Tori Kuesh, and more. Be sure to browse the dart of the month, where you can receive a free gift with purchase of any Shot Americana darts or Mega Tactical Darts case. A butcher job, if I would say so myself. I may pick up the gig, bud. I may have to become one.
What, a backpack? All right, so Leonard Gates looking here to stay in the winner side of the CSC Challenger Series. He needs to win the last 2 legs on the spin, but he does not have to break the throw to do so. He just has to win the cork in the last leg decider, which we need to talk about now, because if it does go to a last leg decider, it's a 3-dart count up. That's all it is, bud.
And you know for 100% fact that Rick wants to end this right here, right now. He does not want this to go to a decider. This goes to a decider. Gates, I think, has a subtle advantage. And look at that.
The angriest 9 mark I've ever seen in my life. Boom goes the dynamite for Leonard Gates. Hit that like button. Hit that share button right now, everyone. 8-7 score line. These guys are throwing absolute fire. Thirsties in Houston, Texas. The Rustic Saloon in Minnesota are where these 2 gentlemen are choosing for their battleground. Who takes it home?
You best believe if he hits 2 trips, he's taking a look. He's taking a look.
There
He's
it
taking a
goes.
look.
Rick Henze gets us to 28. Jeremiah Millar does not want to see this go to a last leg decider. I can tell you that right now, because if that happens, the 9 mark record might be in danger.
Does that hurt Henze, that move, though? He's got to hit a triple here.
Doesn't hit a triple there.
He's going to take a look, I feel. Oh, at the 17s.
Thermonuclear?
Opening up another number.
Rick Henze gets the point lead back, but so far,
He's just trying to back him up against the wall here. That's
He's
what that
got him in the
17
corner.
was.
there it goes. And 16s or 17s back again. Gets the point lead, gets rid of the 19s from Rick.
Jeremiah says, nope, lost his mind. Well, I think we're going to go to a decider, folks. Well, Randy kind of messed things up for us on the decider, but we were there for a little bit. We were rattling off a few deciders in a row.
Yeah, way to go, Randy.
Yeah,
Look
Randy.
at that from Leonard Gates. Boom goes the dynamite. We're at 29. I never would have expected that after leg number 7 only being at 7-9 marks. Rick Henze, all he can do is try to hit as many 15s as possible. Not going to be enough. We're going to go the distance, most likely. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Jeremiah said Christmas wasn't this soon, but it might be coming early for everyone that's a darts fan. Last leg decider, Rick Henze, Leonard Gates. I'll go ahead and give you a Leonard Gates line here. Why not?
Why not is correct. Oh, an unfortunate miss there.
Not winning darts in the hand of Rick Henze, but maybe the practicing of the 20s there on the count up might cost him a little bit.
Big. That double was big. If you'd have backed it up with another double, that'd have been nice, but still just a little bit too much to wrangle in for Henze, as Gates is going to take the leg with a 5.72. Folks, we are in a decider.
Buckle up. Put on your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride back and forth. Round number 17 of this heavyweight bout. Leonard Gates, Rick Henze. Who do you got, Will?
1,100 plus tuning in. Let's share this around for one final time, folks. I'm still taking Henze, although I feel that since this went to a decider, Gates has a little advantage now. But I am keeping the faith in Rick Henze. What about you? Still taking Gates?
Yeah, I am. But no matter what happens in this, both guys I have shot phenomenal, obviously. Rick Henze is better. He is a better version of Rick Henze from 4 months ago, and that 4 months ago Rick Henze made the finals of the CSC Challenger Series. This Rick Henze is getting closer to beating Leonard Gates. He is putting the pressure on, and he gets the opportunity to see what Leonard scores.
I think Gates took a couple practice throws there before he stepped to the Aki.
And he gets a 140 with that practice throw. That'll work.
That will definitely be handy, as Rick's going to have to one-up it. And it's a tough one-up.
You can tie it. Hey, let's keep it going.
Come on.
Let's keep it rolling. Of course they're going to tie the diddle. What are you talking about?
Let's go another one after this. Let's just see who wins the leg.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Soldier really wants to start. Can Rick Henze tie it up again? He wants it. Oh, my gosh.
Come on, Henze. Give us the goods, Henze.
No way.
Henze.
Tie game. They tie. It's over. What happens?
I have to call the players. Hold on.
Folks, we have never had this happen, I don't think. Wow. Doing what they have to do in order to get the start here in the last leg decider. A crucial advantage. Wow. Unreal, buddy.
What happened? Have to go back in and restart.
Excuses for freaking out, maybe blasting your ears out. We're just excited as you folks at home. I even had to turn my hat around, scoop to the edge of my seat. I've almost been there, but
peeked out my chair. I think I woke up my baby by pounding on the wall. This is crazy.
Oh my goodness. I don't think they ever thought this one would happen as we go.
It's incredibly rare to see not only one tie, but two ties. So, of course, it's the same as if reloading the match. They're going to reload it real quick here, and then they're going to cork again. And if it ties 2 more times, we're just gonna call it everyone's a winner.
Replay the whole match.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Tie ball game. Let's just
race to 9. Here we go. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice
if we could wake up? All right, well, let's see what happens here. I have never seen that happen to where they just could not possibly keep going on a diddle.
Right. I mean, pretty good thought there is, someone says, I think it was Millar said 1501 would be a good way to start there.
This. Oh, what a terrible second dart. Doesn't even hit a triple.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Boy.
So he misses the big bed. Is this Henze's one here? Gotta hit a triple. He does.
Rick, that dart could be the biggest dart of this entire match, besides the 180 to follow the 180 from Rick Henze. Rick Henze just didn't want to go second, man.
Well,
he refused to go second.
He's got to finish it now. He's got to finish it. He's got to this point, tied it up 8-8. Man, let's enjoy this one, folks. What do you say? Almost 1,200 of you folks tuning in here on all our platforms. Thanks for tuning in. The last leg decider, Rick Henze and Leonard Gates for the hill.
Rick Henze comes out big 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite to get us started, a 120. And Leonard Gates gets a 7 mark to follow. Boy, oh boy, the winner is our king seat. The loser is playing for third place in a couple weeks against either Kenny Doyle or Jeremiah Millar. That's no gimme for anyone.
No, it is not. And tough 2 darts there at the end for Henze.
Gates does not make him pay. Only a 5 mark. And yes, that's a ridiculous thing to say out loud.
What a time to go at the 19s as
What
Henze
a
opens
time.
it up.
Boom!
Man,
The dynamite again for Rick Henze. He has 2 in this last leg decider. Where is Leonard Gates going to recover?
I think the Wheaties were in the cereal bowl this morning for Mr. Rick Henze as he's come out in this match proven he's a man to beat in this Division I bracket.
Uh-oh. He keeps just opening up the door a little bit for Soldier.
And a little bit, sometimes just enough for him. Look at him
Yep.
close it. Wow.
Soldier will kick down the door if it's left ajar, buddy. You just saw it right there. My goodness.
They hit a
And
triple
now
here.
pressure's on Rick.
And he
Now-
doesn't.
The game has changed. And look at Soldier. Looking down. Ooh, that was a big dart. That was a big moment. Can
Definitely
Rick
was.
recover? Rick has not gone back to back on not hitting a triple all night long. Picks the worst time to do it. Soldier again being smart and methodical, going 2 at points first before going at the closes. Gets the close done, though.
Gates is looking to bring it home now.
Rick Henze can tie this whole thing up right here with a 9 mark.
He can.
8
He
mark.
can.
Oh boy. I don't know if I like moving off the 16 there. I think you'd say the same thing there, right?
Yeah, that was a difficult one, especially with the points tied. There's no real distinct advantage, but Gates goes in and rattles in a 9. Wow.
My, oh my. These two guys. Are you not entertained? Why is this not on primetime TV? This is better than Monday Night Football. You see that scoreline? It was like 6-3 at halftime.
This has been a crazy match.
I mean, what is going to happen? This still is anyone's ball game.
Gates has put him out to a pretty substantial lead, but a 9 mark is handy.
He gets the 9. Boom goes the dynamite. We are tied in the all-time record list, too.
Gates with a big triple to start. Now going to go for the 15s and the 16s. Closes
Breaks
them.
the record. Oh, it's an 8 mark. It's an 8 mark.
Hey, but did you see the folks behind him even jumping up, giving a little fist pump? But they're excited. They're at Thirsties.
Close the 18s. No, he stays on the bull. If you're Gates here, you go at the win, right? Right at it.
Yeah, no messing around. Go for the win, I feel. But he's saying, no, I want to guarantee. I want to guarantee. I want to own this king seat, says Gates.
Well, it is out of reach for Rick to win at this leg, or this throw. He needs more than 4 to get the point lead. Does not get it. So Leonard Gates 1 dart away, or 2 bulls, from being your king seat. And there it is, 1 dart, a 6.10.
Wow.
By far the best match we have seen in the CSC Challenger Series. Ridiculous. Absolutely insanity. Ties the record for 9 marks. I didn't think that was close to being possible. Buddy.
Man.
We get to see this live this next weekend.
That was downright insane. I'll say it. I think that's the best CSC match we've had on our stream so far. I mean, we've had some doozies, don't get me wrong, but that was downright disgusting. And the ability that these guys shown tonight and just what they brought, wow, that will live in infamy. Let me tell you, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It had everything that you could possibly want in a CSC Challenger Series match in a sporting event. You know, like minus good commentary, it had everything you could ever ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, those players, hats off to them. Leonard Gates deserved it, obviously. Rick Henze deserved it, obviously. What did they do? They threw 5 9 marks in that last leg decider, right? 5?
Yeah, it was something like that. I mean, it was a nice run from both of them.
And
I
2 8
almost got
marks.
I almost got overwhelmed where I was just kind of focusing more on the match than anything else I was saying, just because, wow, entertainment. Man.
Our job's so easy. So much fun, dude. Like, how awesome is this? Is we are joined by the myth behind the screen, Dirachi, Nick Teixeira. What's up, bud?
What can you say except that was everything you could have wanted? You've said it, gentlemen. I mean, that was amazing. The players both should be incredibly proud. And that was a Rick Henze that we knew was in him, and he played phenomenal. Millar, Doyle, they better be ready for what Henze has in store for them. And I'm ready for us to be all out there in person in Kansas City in just a few days.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. I did want to mention, heartbreaker there for Henze. I know he's going to kind of walk away from this one feeling like that was his, and it very well could have been his, but Gates kind of stole it away there in the end. But still, Jeremiah Millar, Kenny Doyle going to play, and then the winner of that one will face Rick Henze to decide who comes back and faces Leonard Gates in the finale. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, you're right, Nick. TOC. Just a couple days away, baby. Just a couple days away.
We're ready for it. Ready for the action. Ready for the darts to fly. And also, just one last thing about this match. You're right. Henze might be upset that he lost, but the first thing he did goes right up to the camera, claps his hands, and says, "You know what? That was a great match." And that just shows the respect that these players have for each other.
Yeah, it's hard not to. Sorry, Sean. It's hard not
you
to
do
like.
it.
It's hard not to like Henze. Henze's always been the kind of guy that he'll come right up to you at the very beginning of the tournament and say, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?" And then at the very end, he comes up to you and says, "Hey, I'm getting out of here. Take care, buddy. We'll see you next time." He's just one of those guys that always is a top-notch fella. So win or lose, he's going to be right there at the board saying, "Good match, good match."
Yeah, and definitely neither player lost tonight's match, right?
No.
Like, both players deserved to win tonight's match. Rick Henze threw his butt off. He had 2 back-to-back 3 marks. That's the difference in that last leg decider. Literally just 2 back-to-back 3 marks. If that's different at all, he keeps control of the match and control of that leg. But wow, we had it all. Tied the record for 9 marks.
What else would you want?
So many 8 marks. It was gross. It was dirty darts tonight. It was everything we wanted. We could not have written a script that would have matched what we put out there tonight and what those players did tonight.
Well, if you're not entertained with this one and you still want a little bit more, tune in starting Saturday on USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts as we bring you the action from TOC, the Tournament of Champions, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. We'll see you live here for that action for the men's and women's CSI as well as the TOC finale. Take care, folks. Go ahead,
I was
Nick,
just
real
gonna say
quick.
over $2 million for that tournament. I just have to stress enough, you guys. If you love this, you're gonna see a lot more action October 1st through the 4th.
Yeah,
Well,
we're getting out there Thursday early so that we can just prep and make sure everything looks great and is ready to go. We're expecting big things from the production side of stuff, and man, you're gonna put the 3 of us together. Look out.
we're hoping for some good things. We'll see if Will and the guys can wrangle one in and put on a good show for you folks. But tune in. We'd love to see you there. Thanks for joining us here for this fantastic match, folks. Leonard Gates, Rick Henze, what a doozy. Gates will be your king seat. Join us for the conclusion of Division 1 and Division 2 as we round out our brackets here on Partners Promoting Darts. Take care, folks. From Will Stewart, Sean Green, and Nick DeShera. We'll see you next time.
Have a great night, guys.
The Colts won.